2012 M3 Challenge problem focusing on high-speed rail was considered to be one of the most difficult given so far. At the competition finals in New York, judges who were among those who reviewed the nearly 1,000 papers submitted in this year's contest shared their insights on the judging process as well as the qualities found in a viable solution paper.
One is that it's well written and that it's consistent, that the mathematics throughout is consistent and that their recommendations have to do with their results from the model, and also that their assumptions are incorporated in the model. That's the primary thing. A lot of creativity. If it doesn't read like, when we're doing, especially during triage, we're reading a lot of these papers. So to stand out, some degree of creativity, not just doing the sort of basic, obvious thing, but thinking a little bit outside of the box really brings things out too.
Judging is done in 3 rounds. The first round is triage, where each submission is read by 2 to 4 computation professionals. Most papers are eliminated in this round. For example, this year, 86% of the submitted papers were eliminated in triage. Papers that make it through triage move on to the SIAM offices in Philadelphia for a second round of intense review and discussion. A consensus is reached over a 2-day period, determining the top 6 papers, the semifinalists, and the honorable mentions. In the final round, only the top 6 teams are invited to New York to present their solutions to the judges and validate the final rank order.
The pleasure of this is that you not only have technical accuracy, but you also have an awful lot of creativity. And in fact, creativity was regarded as a very important aspect of this particular contest, because the way in which you choose to interpret the data is critical in the way in which the viability of high-speed intercity transit actually shows up in your model.
During the discussion in Philadelphia, sometimes there'll be a question that arises about a paper, and then frequently that will end up being a question that we ask the teams here. But we come here with an idea of the ordering of the teams, and unless we see something here based on what we've seen in the paper, I mean, that's one of the things that's important, is it's the paper that they wrote that determines who wins. It's not the quality of their presentation here. The only thing the presentation can end up doing is making us answering a question one way or the other that we had coming into here. For example, this time the ranking at the end of today was exactly the same ranking we had coming in.
It turns out that the students who were most effective and the ones who ended up here were the ones who developed a model that took into account lots of different things. The students did a terrific job of researching the area, coming up with models, so we were very pleased in the results that came out of that, in that they understood how well they could develop models that were appropriate for high-speed rail.